Greetings, community. It's Kevin of NCBD Comics, and I'm here to bring you another edition of Kevin's most anticipated reads for New Comic Book Day, Wednesday, 11/2/22. So, hey, this is rather unique for me in the sense that my pick for the Blue Light Special is not normally a pick I would normally make as far as publications are concerned. But not to dwell too much on that, because to me that's really not that important. It's just different. Is that it's not going to be too large of a list, just interesting. I'm all over the board. Really, this week is really a spectrum as far as the list is concerned. Prior in which I'm going to get in the list, just want to recognize those wonderful individuals that decided to go ahead and spend their time with me right off the top of the show. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And yeah, I want to give you a nice, decent list on this, and let's see how we do this. Ready? As far as New Comic Book Day, this is my most anticipated read for Wednesday, 11/2/22. Start off with Dark Horse over there at Night of the Ghoul. First issue is rather cool. I like the pace. I liked how it started. I liked how it ended. The setup was great. To go ahead and give you a quick little summary, father and son are horror fans, and they decided to track down which they believe was an individual who produced one of the greatest films that never got to see the light of day or silver screen, per se. And that's where it kind of sets up and leaves off on issue number one. Issue number two, uh, if it's anything even close to issue number one, I'm good to go for the rest of the series. It's not a very long series in this mini, and it's more suspense than it is straight out horror at this point. So I'm all in. Ready? Night of the Ghoul, Part 2, coming out Wednesday, 11/2. Moving over from that issue to the next issue, same publication, Dark Horse, we cruise over to Survival Street. This has been awesome. I mean, it's been no short than very imaginative. Uh, the satire is awesome. The fact that it's only been 4 issues, it's a little bummer. However, I'll take what I can get because I got 4 issues. Well, technically 3 at this point. Now, the reality is, I haven't even got to issue 3. I just received it. However, that doesn't mean I ain't looking forward to issue 4. So that's why Survival Street is on one of most my anticipated reads for tomorrow, 11/2/22. Cruising over for Dark Horse, going over to King Spot. This may strike you as an odd one. This series, I think it's totally brand new, is Kid Slapshot versus Major Extreme. I guess Kid Slapshot is the not only the major character protagonist in the series, but I think it's a total new character coming out of King Spot. It's a total new character coming from this writer, this whole team, and it's just a hockey stick wielding kid that's like a bit. I don't really know. I just thought it was rather unique and different. And like I say, this week I'm all over the spectrum on my picks. Some are all ages, some are definitely adult, some's horror, suspense. I got some action going on. It's just everywhere, and I'm digging this week. To me, this is one of my most anticipated weeks in a while, just because of the fact that I get such a variety. And this is what I really dig about comics. All right, so that, like I said, Kid Slapshot versus Major Extreme, issue number 1. It's a one shot coming out of King Spot. Moving over from there, we go over to Dynamite. Now, Dynamite, I am telling you, Sweetie Candy Vigilante, issue number 1 was awesome. It was freaking. Issue number 2, I'm sure it's going to be no short as this is much fun. This is a vigilante that is the daughter of Candyman. And the way that she decides to go ahead and take people out is not only fun, imaginative, and sweet, but it's nasty and just sickening and sweet in a very sugary way. You got to check it out. I'm just telling you. Sweetie Candy Vigilante, issue number 2 comes out this week. You can still get issue number 1. It's not that hard to find out of Dynamite. Moving over from there, we go over to Cherish. Cherish issue number 1. Now, Cherish is a story about a girl who witnesses her father being murdered in front of her and decides that she's going to go ahead and take her sweet revenge. I didn't really mean to tie it in like that, I swear. And how she does that, she infiltrates this rich family who the ones that killed her father. And in doing so, that's her way in to go ahead and take these family members out. It seems interesting, and I'm looking forward to this out of Dynamite. Between Dynamite, King Spot, um, yeah, man, all these new publication Opus, they're killing me. Just when I was trying to shed, I'm getting other places that are grabbing my money. Anyways, moving out from over there, which is Cherish issue number 1 coming out this Wednesday. We go over to IDW, which is bringing us TMNT Saturday morning issue number 2. What I mean by that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Saturday morning version comic books are back. If you missed it, issue number 1 was just what, 3.5 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? Well, obviously. But issue number 2 comes out tomorrow on 11/2/22. Means a lot to me because I'm buying a lot of my childhood. But beyond that, this was the stuff that I used to end up reading to my younger brother when he was first born, and I wanted to continue reading comic books. I wanted to read something to him. TMMT, the original Saturday morning books, or the Archie style books are what I end up buying. So to me, I'm buying my nostalgia, and that's why I dig this stuff. So that's why I'm looking forward to issue number 2 coming out at IDW tomorrow. TMMT Saturday morning, issue number 2 books I have redundantly. All right, getting out of there, IDW, go over to Scout. We're going to go over the Scout, and I am going to speak about Road Trip to Hell. This is a story about, well, I guess the guy's name is Francis Rhodes, and he learns that he is the son of Satan. I can't remember if he's missing. I think Satan's dead, and this is the heir to the throne. I don't think a lot of demons dig the fact that this individual in heaven is the heir to the throne down in South. So that's the setup for Road Trip, issue number 1 coming out of Scout. So that's Road Trip to Hell, issue number 1. Yeah. Cruising out from there, we go to She Bites. Now this is a whole lot of fun. She Bites issue number 2 is about a 134-year-old 9-year-old girl. You make a wait, what? This 9-year-old girl is actually 134 years old. She's a vampire. That makes a problem when she wants to go ahead and get things like, I don't know, cigarettes, alcohol, porn. So this individual needs a babysitter in a sense. So this babysitter is Brenda Zielinski. And Zielinski ends up finding out she bit off a little bit more than she can chew by babysitting a vampire. See what I did there? So that's She Bites issue number 2 coming out of Scout. All right, now this is what we've been waiting for. Ready? That's right. The Blue Light special for tomorrow. New comic book day, 11/2/22. Blue Light special is Batman, Joker, Deadly Duel. I think this was inevitable. And what I mean by that, when we were checking out to see what was happening in that Joker series, when Commissioner and him end up, towards the end of the series, got together to end up having, solve their issues and their problem that was going on in that story, to me, it was only inevitable that Batman and Joker got together to go ahead and do something wild. Now, in this story, what we get is Harley Quinn is missing. Jim Gordon is missing. Fortunately, because of the circumstances, both Batman and the Joker team up to go ahead and figure out what the frick is going on. Who is these new members, these new teams that are kind of got this Joker-esque kind of personalities? And I don't know, as far as the Joker's concerned, frauds, personating the wrong individuals, pisses him off enough to go ahead, you know what? I'll get together with you. But our duo is going to be kind of a deadly. I got the impression that from what I have seen so far, and I'm digging the art, when Mark Silvestri has done, which has taken him years to put together, is figure out the right chemistry between the two to make it so the story works. I am so looking forward to this. I really am. And that's why it's my blue light special. And that's it for me, Entropy. For 11/2/22, I appreciate everyone that has been here. And that's it for me, Entropy. Stay well.